Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Northern Ag TV. I'm Coulter Brown. We're coming to you from the Soil Health Symposium in Billings. Got close to 400 people attending this year. It's a great event, and I'm joined here by John Bays and Sadie Collins. They farm near Wilsall in the Shields Valley, and you guys have kind of been sharing your journey on the principles of soil health and regenerative agriculture. And I guess, John, I may start with you and have you explain what took you down this path. When you think of farming in the Shields Valley, you're up north of 5,000 feet. You got a short growing season. It's not the easiest place in the world to farm.
No, it is not. But I don't know, I had some professors at MSU that were, let's take a look at some different ideas, and I've been the inquisitive type, I guess, and it's been a snowballing effect. We just keep, the more we learn, the more we want to learn, kind of.
You bet. And Sadie, just talk about some of the things you guys are doing, because we don't have time to talk about everything you're doing, but you talk about incorporating cover crops and livestock in the operation.
Yeah, so this is our 5th year of cover crops and our 3rd year of livestock this year.
Yeah.
I just went through ranching for profit in order to learn more and make sure that as we're starting out right, whether or not we want to own our own livestock, like bite that bullet, or if we're looking at doing more custom grazing, things like that.
And by doing these things, you're able to reduce your use of chemical and synthetic fertilizer using the compost. How has that come about, and what's been the impact to your farm?
Well, we started doing a lot more testing, soil testing, and we're putting on some compost, and we see the importance of the cattle working that manure into the ground, and the soil biology is so important to make a crop that's resilient to drought, and which that happens here every once in a while.
And a big part of it has been working with the NRCS. So obviously puts this conference on. I know you worked with them, John, to get the stripper header put together. And so they've been valuable, not just in terms of maybe funding help, but advice and support too.
Support, yeah. We like the guys in our office because we will come in there and bounce off some ideas with them, and they're like, right on, let's do it. And you don't get that in a lot of places.
Yeah. How many NRCS people come and help shovel out a bin? It's like, that's the crew that we're working with. So yeah, obviously we sing their praises.
You bet. Well, wrapping us up here, I guess, John, maybe from a high level, what has it meant to your farm to implement these soil health principles? Like you said, it's a journey for sure, but boy, you've made a lot of changes.
Well, yeah, and it's a work in progress, and we're going to keep going, and I bet we learn some more. Yeah.
You bet. Well, appreciate you sharing with the folks here at the Soil Health Symposium and the folks joining us here from home. We'll be back to look at where our markets are sitting today after this.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Talking with someone that you know is stressed out, those are difficult things to approach, but if you're good friends with those people, reach out and say, I'm here to talk to you. We can find somewhere to get some assistance. It's hard to get involved, but at the same time, you want to just say, hey, there is help available.
For more tips in dealing with stress in agriculture or for free counseling for egg producers, visit beyondtheweather.com.
Thanks for joining us back here for our markets. Cattle futures have had an exciting couple of days. We saw contracts down hard with the announcement of potential tariffs that were then backed off. And then, of course, importing cattle from Mexico again. But on Wednesday, we did see the futures come back with triple-digit increases for both the live and feeder cattle. Still waiting on the cash-fed cattle trade to develop. We hit record highs multiple times through January, so that cash trade could back off slightly. We'll see where that comes in as we work through the rest of the week. week. Looking at our local auction markets, a big bred cow sale at the public auction yards with the Blue Ribbon 2 sale. Demand not slowed down by the cold weather at all. Order buyers were purchasing cows to go south and east, but a lot of ranchers buying large volumes of cows as well. Bred heifers selling $29.75 to $32.25. The 3 to 4 year old bred cows $2,800 up to $33.75. Most of the 5 to 8 year olds ranging $27 to $3,100. In Riverton this week, pretty strong feeder market with 5-weight steers $335 to $366, 6 to 6.5 weight selling $312 to $331. For the heifers, 5 weights ranging $305 to $335, 6 weights $273 to $292. And in the wheat market, as we got past the tariff concerns, the grain market did really rally. We're seeing a lot of talk right now about what's going to happen in Russia if they're going to put in an export quota here at the end of next week. The wheat market really has been on a rally here in 2025. We'll try not to scare it, but we're up 35 to 40 cents here over the last 5 weeks. So that is pretty positive to finally be able to talk about a little bit higher wheat market, although it did slide back slightly on Wednesday. Well, that's going to do it for today's Northern Ag TV. Coming to you from the Soil Health Symposium in Billings, I'm Colter Brown.